if you've been waiting patiently all summer long for your tomatoes, and fall is coming and rains are going to start like we have here, no need to worry. You can pick these tomatoes while they're still green. You can make some green tomato salsa with them. You can also just put them into a cardboard box, cover them with a little bit of newspaper in a cool spot out of the direct sun, and they will gradually ripen. And just pulling mine out, it's the end of September. We're expecting some heavy rain, so when the rains come, they will flood the tomato plant with water, causing the tomatoes to split open, and then they're ruined. So pick them before heavy rain in the fall, put them in a box, and cover them with a light piece of newspaper, and your tomatoes will ripen up and you can use them well into November, December. We've got some tomatoes that are pretty near ripe here, but we've also got some that are a ways off. I don't pick the tiniest little ones because those won't develop further, but anything that's, you know, still green or got a little bit of blush on them, they'll definitely ripen up nicely for you. There's nothing worse than waiting all season for your tomatoes to ripen and then just getting into them or making sauce or whatever you're doing and have the rains come. I live in the west coast of British Columbia, so when the rain starts, it really starts, and it will just, like I said, make the cells of the tomatoes swell up with all that sudden moisture and split the tomatoes wide open, and then they just start to rot from there. So I watch the forecast at this time of year pretty closely, and as soon as I notice some pretty significant rain coming, more than just a light shower, I start to pick them. It was last year we had them November, December, where we were still eating the last of the tomatoes, and that was after making a nice big batch of green tomato salsa. These plants here, this plant here is the blue boarberry. So the tomatoes start off really green and then go to a dark purple and then eventually turn red as they ripen. I've been dehydrating a lot of them. I just cut them open onto a tray and dehydrate them so they form a little cup, and then all the juices just sit inside that little cup as it dehydrates, and they're nice to add to, you can do it for a soup or a stew, or put them on top of a bread with some olives and feta. Anything you'd use sun-dried tomatoes for, they work great. They last all year. We're just using up some of the ones from last year, and these little ones are just perfect for that. Look at that one, it's just perfect. I can eat those up tonight. This gives me a chance to look for ones that are already split and make sure they're removed, and put all the ripest tomatoes together into one box. So I then look at these tomatoes every day, have them in a super convenient spot to make sure that I'm pulling them out as they ripen and using them. I also have a number of different varieties in here, so they're going to ripen at different rates. I have these ones here, they're called chocolate pear, and they stay kind of greeny, orange looking, they don't go bright red, so making sure that I'm sorting them as I go, that I don't miss these by mistake. If you're also not using them quick enough, you can just pop them into the freezer as they ripen and save them up for another time. You don't want to waste them. The benefit of using a variety of different tomatoes is it really adds a richness to the flavor of whatever you're using them for. So this batch here, there's about 4 or 5 different varieties of tomatoes here, and they are going to be roasted and then frozen and added to making a tomato sauce, or for pasta, or something like that later in the season, later in the year. It's nice to have these ready to go to make something with them. I have also just added a little bit of olive oil to them so that they don't stick. And I'm also going to add some salt flakes as well to these as I'm roasting them to bring out the flavor. I've also just thrown some into a freezer bag, and we'll just toss these in the freezer like this, and then I can also use them again later in the year. So thanks for watching, and have a good day. Take care.